Especially today, because people are talking in terms of, everything is fast food and fast whatever. Without investing the necessary time or effort, people want to do things. Because of this, spiritual sciences are becoming more and more ridiculous. On the street side, without any commitment, people want to do spirituality. Because of this, because it became a commercial force by itself, because it became a product that could be sold and bought, it became loose. Because a subjective dimension cannot be approached without the necessary focus. In the sense, see, for example, can somebody tell me what's the greatest movie that you ever saw in your life? A cinema. Okay. Okay. Do Anke Barahat, whatever. So it had why you are saying it's the greatest movie is, it had a big impact on you. So you went into the cinema theater, you sat in that dark house, breathing everybody else's exhalation, breathing in everybody's exhalation, sat there glued to the screen. Instead of this kind of arrangement, instead of this kind of very focused arrangement, where everything else was cut off, dark room means everything else is cut off. Your whole attention is right there on the screen. Instead of this, let us say, you're driving on the street, every advertisement hoarding that you see turns into your video screen and everywhere it's playing. You are driving, once in a way you watch Do Anke or Barahat, and you saw the movie like this. Would it have the same impact on you? Even a simple cinema needs a focused approach, otherwise you will miss the whole point, isn't it so? It's just two-dimensional. Cinema is just two-dimensional, and that needs total attention, otherwise you'll miss the whole import of what it is. When this is so, when you talk about spiritual, out of which every dimension in the existence has come out of, you need absolute focus. And right now the necessary dedication to create this focus and dedication is what is missing. Because of this, spiritual sciences are becoming a ridiculous process where scientists are just dismissing it as nonsense. But slowly it is getting its foothold here and there. Somebody was mentioning three different fora. One is the World Economic Forum. For the first time, such a thing was unthinkable just 2-3 years ago. For the first time this year, they have a session called Spirituality and Science. This was just unheard of. World Economic Forum is supposed to be totally of a different scale and no question of spirituality there, but for the first time science and spirituality segment has come up there also. Because scientists are they're facing a wall, they're not able to look beyond that. They need some help somehow. How to go beyond this? Because the physical stops at a certain point. How to explore beyond that? Because if you do not explore that, everything that you have explored in the physical seems all contradictory and mixed up. Now, exploring spirituality, what it means. See, if you just move your hand like this, you can feel the air, which normally you did not feel, isn't it? Right now you're sitting here, this place there is air, but you can't feel it. Though you're breathing it, you still can't feel it. But if you just move it, you can feel it. Suddenly, little movement that you created with your hand, you are able to feel something that you could not. You are perceiving something that you normally do not. So similarly, that which is the source of this creation, if you want to feel it, you have to create a little moment inside. Without that little moment, you will not feel it. You have to create a certain dimension of intensity inside. All yogic sadhana is only towards this. Yoga is not about giving you therapy. It is not about your backache or headache or asthma or whatever. Health benefits that come out of yoga are purely side effects of yoga. Yoga is not a therapy, it's a discipline. If you take this as a discipline, therapeutic values are there. Therapy will happen. But you never do yoga as a therapy, it is done as a discipline. Because using it as a therapy is like… Can I tell you a story? I seek your permission because the moment I say once upon a time, many people here, the light is right, you will think it is bedtime.